welcome to Songkla Rajapat University's English for Communication 1. My name is Gary Linton. Today we're looking at Unit 3, Part 3 on hobbies and free time. A little vocabulary and how we use it. So, let's get started. What we're going to look at is how we use certain verbs with types of activities and how we join them together. So there are some things you'll remember from earlier in Unit 3, some things we play, go and do. So let's take a look at play first of all. So what do we play? Well, three main categories of things we play: sports, games and music. So we play those three things. Not everything falls into this category, but usually you'll find that any sport where we play as a team, you score points, are things we play where it's a competition. So I play football, basketball, tennis or table tennis, volleyball, badminton, baseball, softball, and 100 other tasks. You see at the top of this slide, I put some examples. I like to play. I like playing. And we can mix those in. I like to play football. I like playing football. I like to play tennis. I like playing tennis. But you can't just say I tennis or I football. Okay. We can only use that with verbs, and these are nouns, the names of the sports and activities we play. We also play games. So a few different examples. I play board games. I play chess. I play card games. I play poker, a type of card game. I play online games. I play computer games. I play music, or any of the musical instruments. I play the piano, I play the guitar. We often use the when we talk about a musical instrument. So we can use that for any of those. What about go? Well, we use go as the verb with activities, often ones that we do on our own. Often ones that are done outside, where you physically have to go somewhere to do them. So here we can use, as you see at the top, I and the activity. I dance, I run, I jog, because these are actually verbs. I fish, so the action of fishing. So we can use I like to dance, run, swim. We can also use with go, I like dancing, or I go dancing. I enjoy dancing. I like going dancing. Dancing, running, jogging, swimming, bowling, skiing, cycling, fishing. So the ing on the end. A little difference. Watch out for the cinema and the gym. You saw those both used in the conversation examples earlier. We use I go to the cinema, the gym. Okay, so we use the gym, the cinema, and I go to the for those, rather than just I go cinema, I go gym. We also use go with anything involving water. Swimming, scuba diving, snorkeling, sailing, windsurfing, surfing. All of those activities we can use with go. I go snorkeling. I go windsurfing. I like going canoeing at the weekend. And we use do. Do tends to be nouns again, the names of things, and a lot of the tasks are things that are a little more cerebral. We think about them. They're mental exercises like puzzles. I do puzzles. I do jigsaws. I do Sudoku. Also for things that we do in classes like aerobics or yoga, Pilates. I do martial arts and the names of any individual fighting style. I do Kung Fu. I do Judo. I do Thai boxing. Also for the names of activities like gymnastics, athletics. So I do athletics and the names of the individual sports within those fields. I do the 100 meters, I do the high jump, I do the parallel bars. And we talked about dancing. I dance, I go dancing. But if we name the dance, we say do. I do ballet. I do Thai dance. There's also a huge range of other activities people do in their free time. And we can use these. Most of these are used as verbs. So again, the same rules apply as they go. I paint. I like to paint. I like painting. I exercise. I like to exercise. I like exercising. I collect. I like collecting. I read. I like reading. I knit. I watch. I like watching. I sew. I act. I enjoy acting. I make. These are all things that we can use without play, go, or do, but they're verbs, actions on their own. So think about your life. How many of these things do you do? Are there other things you like to do for fun that aren't on there? And what do you think they would belong under? When you're practicing, I encourage you to start with what matters to you. Look at your own hobbies and learn how to talk about them in English. There's too many hobbies to cover everything. I've touched on a few today. But if you start with what you like and then build your vocabulary to speak about it. Start learning the words for where you play the activities. Is it badminton on a court, at the stadium, on a field or a pitch, a track or a course? What equipment do you use? It's a badminton racket, a hockey stick, a baseball bat, a golf club, a football, shuttlecocks used in badminton. What about the people? How do we talk about a team? We play singles or doubles in tennis or badminton. A referee. The umpire in tennis is the same as a referee in football. If you play volleyball, we have a setter. If you play football or soccer, you have a goalkeeper. If there's a team, you might have a captain. So start learning vocabulary you can use to describe your own hobbies. And as you're learning, start building up gradually. So this is the last part, a little example of how to build your own speech about your hobbies. Pick a few activities and then start adding information. So here I've got 3 example activities. Play badminton, read a book, go swimming. These are my 3 hobbies. So I can add some information. When do I do it? In the evening, before I sleep, at the weekend. Where do I do it? Outside my house, in bed, at the pool at Rajapat. How long do I spend doing these activities? For an hour? For half an hour? Who do I do it with? My sister, my friend from class. What kind of book do I watch? So, kind doesn't necessarily apply to, for example, swimming, but it does apply to books, watching movies, TV, listening to music, things like that. So I gradually build up some extra facts and we can join them using I also and I to make a passage, a little bit like the first story in The Language in Use. You can make your own and practice your own English. So when you put that all together, you come out with, in my free time, I like to play badminton with my sister in the evening outside our house for an hour. I also enjoy reading science fiction and fantasy books mainly. I read for half an hour in bed before I go to sleep every night. And I love going swimming at the weekend in the pool at Rajapat University with my classmates. So, what about you? Try and come up with your own and practice your English every day. Thank you very much for your time. Please do try the post test and work through the questions, review the videos as you need. Goodbye.